G'day, I'm Scott Fury from Fury Custom Boats. I'm a boat builder here in Western Australia, and I build the Fury 282 dual console and the Fury 282 centre console. So one of the things that we wanted to do is have a really good looking boat. We wanted to really set it off, and getting that design spot on was crucial. So we wanted to really set it so that the fishermen loved it, loved the look of it, and still catered for the family and the wife as well, so it had those facilities and had that style that we wanted. So today we've done a bit of a cruise around. We've been up to Cottesloe Beach and headed back to Fishing Boat Harbour and had fish and chips, and we've just shot across. The wind's just died out a little bit, so we've shot across to back of Garden Island. So we're here in Herring Bay, and it's absolutely beautiful. We've got such a good backyard in Perth. If you leave from Woodman Point, you can get here in like 15 minutes to the back of Garden Island. It's really convenient if you want to do a quick run. I'm a second generation boat builder. My dad used to build the Fury 32s, so I picked it up from him, and I built my first boat when I was 13 years old. And yeah, I've just been doing that ever since, and yeah, I just love going to Rottnest and love boating in general. I just love to create things. I love to put things together, and yeah, it's just seeing the owners, seeing their input and seeing their reaction when they get their boat. It's just, yeah, I just love doing it. So we really started in 1999 building centre consoles around the 26 feet mark. We produced a few of those boats, and in 2006 we started the 28. So today we're on our dual console, where this boat's pretty much optioned up to top spec. So specs, boat is 8.58 length, hull length only. She's just under 19 degree dead rise. She's a moderate V. We wanted to have something very fuel efficient, so that's why we went that way. Water capacity is about 100 litres, but that's optional. We can add more fuel to it, but at the moment she carries about 604 litres. So the moderate V is very good for backing up on the beach. We don't draw very much at all. So it's great for the family to get on and off the boat. So that's one of the aspects that we wanted to do. And it's a stable fishing platform as well, being the moderate. The sheer size and the weight helps that performance, being 28 feet. But you just don't see bigger boats like this backing up on the beach too often. The dual console is a bowrider setup, so it's a walk-through. It's a great fishing platform. You can cast from the front seating setup if you needed to. It's pretty good to fish 2 people up in the front and 3 people in the rear. That's what it was designed for. It's a moderate V. We wanted to do a very stable platform for fishing. She gets up and planes at a relatively low speed, so you can sort of gets up at about 9 knots and she's on the plane. Yep, she is very responsive on the helm, so you can instantly get movement. She is a really fun boat to drive. Really set up for cruising around the 24 to 26 knots. It just loves that speed. It's a good all-rounder. It performs really well in a following sea. It doesn't do anything silly. We've really built this boat for catering for the family person, somebody who wants to fish, want to take the family out, want the toilet, want the shade, and have the facilities there to sleep 1 or 2 nights on the boat if they needed to. This boat, we kept it at one level. We wanted that nice clean flow, no steps, nothing to trip over. We've also, everything's self-draining, so the full cockpit, everything drains over the side, every hatch is self-draining. It's one of the features that I thought was crucial in rough conditions. You didn't have to worry about any of those issues with drainage. One of the things that we want to do is visibility. We wanted to have good, clear, unrestricted view. And I think the boat achieves that quite well. This one's got hot water system, barbecue, it's got the isotherm fridge, so it's really a good all-rounder for everyone. Front section is a V-berth bow section. Underneath the bunks it's all non-skidded for bait casting. The cushions are easily removable, so yeah, it's really quite a user-friendly boat to be able to get to the ropes and walk through the front and set everything up by yourself. She has 120 litre kill tanks under the floor with about an 80 litre live bait well in the rear. Under each helm seat it has 2 locker doors per helm seat. There's plenty of storage underneath. There's a storage locker in the centre of the boat, which is great for putting rods if you needed to. and an extra hatch to get to the bow thruster in the front for storage as well. One of the things, I've had young kids, so I wanted to have something with deep freeboard. My kids are grown up now, but for the owners that have got young kids, it's a perfect boat for that. It's a really safe boat. It's very stable, and the freeboard is really high in it. That's one thing that we wanted to look at. And plus having the self-draining deck. If you cop a wave over it, everything goes out the transom. All our boats are fitted with Simrad. I love the units because they're so user-friendly, very easy to fit. So pretty much all the last 7 or 8 builds have been Simrad now. All our customers love them. Yeah, the feedback's been excellent with them. So this one's fitted up with a pair of NSS 12 Evo 3s, Simrads. They fit in perfectly into the dash. We've designed the dash to take 2 12s in it. I wanted to create a sort of a plane or airplane dash setup by having the black and the Evo 3 set up inside. This one's got a 1 kilowatt tilted element transducer. She's also got structure scan fitted on the transom, and we've got a 4G Simrad radar system. Our latest boats are all timber free. I get a lot of my stuff from ATL Composites, which we use a Coosa board. So there's no plywood in the boat at all. The boat has 4 longitudinal backbone stringers. They are all PVC foam core. We do it properly. We actually run full length of the boat, all the frames, and they tie into the transom. And each frame is in the centre of each motor. So very tough with a big support knee in the rear end. So they are bulletproof. We glass the longitudinals in first, then we put the cross frames in after that. So we do it by the book. The reason why we do it this way, it gets a lot more room under the floor for storage. Personally, I think it's a lot stronger than any other boat built on the market these days. One of the things that we like to use is good quality fiberglass materials. We use all PVC cores in the hull construction. We use all isophilic gel coats in it, which is proper UV resistant. And the whole hull and deck and most of the components are all done in vinyl ester resin, so it's very good for the elements. We use all good quality gear on the boats, that's for sure. The big thing is selling it to the wife as well. Having the toilet, having the shade facilities, having that stability and that protection. You've got to look at every one of those things if you're going to get a boat over the line with the wife. To me, this is one of the nicest finished boats, I think, in West Australia. It's a good all-rounder. Nobody's building a boat like this in Australia at all. And that's what we wanted to do, something unique, something that different, so that we could compete with the imported boats. But I think this boat is perfect. It's a good Aussie built boat, and it's perfect for everywhere around Australia, I think anyway.